So good morning, everyone. By attending this workshop, any new applications that you submit to our office will be eligible to receive a 50% discount on the application fee. So just remember to mention this workshop when you apply that you attended. One of the beauties of entrepreneurship is that it provides freedom, wealth, financial stability, jobs, and the opportunity for change in your family, community, country, or the world. Entrepreneurs and small business owners create social and economic value, opportunity, and employment far beyond their organizations, specifically affecting the U.S. economy by playing key roles as suppliers, customers, and service providers for other businesses. This is to let you know that you're not alone. Your dreams of entrepreneurship and small business ownership are valid and can be all you desire them to be. However, there is a path to that success that you must be aware of, what you're doing in your business as well as how you're doing it. Deciding what small business structure will be most advantageous to your business is one of the most crucial decisions that you have to make, and this decision must be made early in your business formation process. So today I'll be discussing some of the topics to help. My name is Yvonne White-Grayson, and I am the Business Tax Supervisor here with the City of Port St. Lucie, and I've been with the city for over 20 years. With me today is Jennifer Wiggins. Jennifer is the CEO and owner of ClearSem Solutions, which is a web development and digital marketing agency here in Port St. Lucie. Jennifer and her staff of 8 work with local businesses to build engaging websites and gain new customers by implementing effective digital marketing strategies. Her staff is Google and Facebook certified and trains directly with Google and Facebook on a monthly basis. So thank you for your attendance in this workshop, and congratulations on your decision to start or expand your business. I do have a few Zoom housekeeping rules before we begin. For your information, this session is being recorded. Therefore, please mute your device, turn on your video. Feel free to raise your hand for comments or questions. To do so, click on the participant icon at the bottom of your screen or use the chat feature for questions. Information from today's presentation will be emailed to you after the session. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Feel free to stop me at any time during the presentation for questions that you may have. So there are some things to consider when starting or expanding the business. The reality of being your own boss, is that a hobby versus a business? Profits, loss versus salary? Your business, what type of business are you going to start? Short-term or long-term? Business planning, bad planning accounts for 70% of business failures. So what is your business plan? What should it contain, and why is it so important to have one? Also, market research, research customers, competition, the needs, why customers should buy from you or utilize your service. I always recommend that you do a SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats. So, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What opportunities are there out there for you, your business? What threat does your organization face? So undertake a SWOT analysis of your organization. Other business topics for consideration: government insurance regulations, such as insurance, labor laws, IRS and Social Security withholdings and payments. What's your role with Department of Revenue, or what role does Department of Revenue place with your business? Insurance considerations, your property, your liability, motor vehicle, workers' comp, or even health insurance. These are all things to consider. In addition to your startup cash needs, such as, things to consider that are essential to your business, such as your tools, leases, your permits, initial inventory, working capital reserve.
So what does it say?
Are to
Huh?
consider.
My phone said carry garden too? How do you know that?
Hello?
Yeah, change it.
If you could please mute your
Yeah, go
phone.
ahead and change it.
Also, things to consider is your operating cash needs. Think about the salary, rent, again, insurance, any taxes or fees, advertising costs. What about loan interest or utilities or maintenance? So these are other things to consider when starting a business. In the city of Port St. Lucie, we ask that prior to signing a lease or purchasing a commercial space, always check
Yes.
with planning and zoning first. This process
Sure.
will ensure your business is meeting the city's zoning requirements, and our office can assist you with that process.
All right, bye.
Home-based businesses. So the city does allow you to operate a home-based business under City Code 158.217. This is an area zoned residential. So there are certain restrictions for operating. We ask that you check with our office prior to engaging in business just to ensure it's a permittable use. Any questions so far? All right, proceeding on. So there are some advantages and disadvantages of a home occupation. I've outlined some of them here for you for review. Some of the advantages are convenience to working from home. It's less effective. It provides you with flexible work schedule, and there are some tax advantages. In addition, there are some disadvantages, such as isolation from others, difficult in financing, family distractions, and sometimes IRS scrutiny. There are some regulations associated with operating from a commercial location, and I've outlined some of them here, such as utility requirements, working outside of a bay, parking, and signage. So business tax was previously known as an occupational license or business license. We call it a tax receipt, which is required not only from our office if your business is located within the city limits of Port St. Lucie, but also from St. Lucie County Tax Collector's Office. If your business is solely located within the county, a business tax receipt from the city of Port St. Lucie is not required. I've outlined some of the requirements needed for processing the local business tax receipt. And the first one would be if you're going to be engaging in a business, operating with a business name that does not include your first and last legal name, you are required to register with somebiz.org. We do request a completed application, and then attaching any supporting documentation such as any state applicable licenses, a copy of your driver's license, and then we do accept all forms of payment within our office. So there are some benefits to operating a business in the city of Port St. Lucie. We do offer exemptions for individuals that are over 65, that do not have more than $1,000 of capital invested in the business. Veterans and veteran spouse are eligible for an exemption, in addition to low-income persons. Feel free to ask our office if your business qualifies for any of these exemptions. So here are some of the business tax regulations that I've outlined. So our business tax term is October 1st to September 30th of each year. So regardless of when your business starts, this will be the tax term. If your business will start on or after April 1st, the business tax fee is prorated for new applicants. That cost of that tax is prorated on a 6-month basis, and the cost of a general business tax receipt is based on the nature of your business. In addition to failure to renew or obtain the business tax receipt may result in legal actions or financial penalty. So the business tax will be conducting virtual workshops until the end of the year. These workshop schedules are outlined here as well as on the city's page under the calendar by contacting our office. In addition to the workshops, our office will be conducting a home-based business showcase, which is on October the 14th at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Event Center. This is an opportunity for all local home-based businesses to network and market their business. This event is free to the public, and I would encourage you to participate. There is a $25 per table fee assessed with that participating in that event. So I do have more information here, but again, our information is always available on the City of Port St. Lucie's website, by contacting our office, and on any social media. So this concludes my presentation. I provided my contact information in addition to my staff. If you have any business tax questions, feel free to give us a call, send me an email, or you can come into the office to ask us any questions and how we can assist you. So I'm going to just verify if we have any questions in the chat. And then I will turn the rest of the session over to Ms. Jennifer Wiggins from ClearSem Solutions.
Thank you, Yuan.
So before we go further, Jennifer, I do have a couple of questions in the chat. And I just want to respond to those. The title of this workshop is Google My Business, and they want to know, will you be going over Google and how to use Google? So I believe that question is going to be for you.
Yes. Yes, we'll be going over Google. Google My Business, how to put your business on Google.
Okay. And I believe that's the only question that I see. So Ms. Jennifer Wiggins, I will go ahead and hand the mic over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the City of Port St. Lucie and everyone joining us today. I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Maybe, let's see. Okay, one moment, let me see what's going on.
And just while Ms. Jennifer is sharing her screen, I just want to remind everybody that this session is being recorded and will be available after the workshop. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. We also ask that you just mute your phone. If you do have questions, you can unmute your phone and ask the question, or you can provide your question in the chat.
I apologize, you guys. The internet, the page is not loading.
Okay. Well, Jennifer, let me see if I can assist you with that.
Yeah, just give me one moment, you guys. Oh, I think I got it. Let's see.
All right. On my screen. So what I'm going to do, Jennifer, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I do have your PowerPoint up.
Yeah, I have that. It's just not the.
So, and just if you want, I'll help you navigate.
I have that. Just give me one moment, please.
Okay.
Can I just ask if this is going to be emailed? You said that it'll be recorded. Will
It
it,
will be recorded. Great question, Susan. It will be recorded, and I will be emailing the presentations to all the participants today.
excellent. Thank you so much.
And again, thank you for taking your time out of your schedule today to participate in this workshop. So how many individuals are new businesses that are joining us today? And you can either raise your hand or you can go ahead and respond.
I have a new business.
Okay, and may I ask what the nature of your business is?
Yes, we bought the Castle on US 1. It's a boutique and also a party venue.
Oh, great,
Weddings, parties, yes.
very great.
Yeah.
Also, while we're waiting on Ms. Wiggin, I do want to share some information. The City of Port St. Lucie has partnered with the Florida Community Development Legal Project. So they're providing free transactional legal assistance to the small businesses of Port St. Lucie. I will also share that information with you. They're a nonprofit organization that is, again, offering free legal services online. And you just submit a application online, just outlining the nature of your request, and they will just determine if you're eligible to receive their free services on any qualifying legal matter. They do not do litigations, but they will be providing legal assistance that include contracts, commercial leases, intellectual property, any kind of COVID-19 related issues. So that will also, information will be shared with you after the workshop.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You guys can see the screen now?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, great. Thank you. Sorry about that. So good morning, everyone. So we will be going over Google My Business and a little bit about us. Yvonne did my bio just recently, but we were founded in 2007, and our mission is to be a local trusted resource in web development, digital marketing who educates, inspires growth, and makes an impact in our community, which is why we were thrilled to be able to present this to you guys today. You will be emailed a copy of this. However, I do suggest grabbing something to take notes because of course you won't have me talking you along when you have the presentation sent to you. So just, if you don't have something already, go ahead and grab that. This is a quick overview of what we'll be going over today: understanding Google My Business, setting up your profile, optimizing your profile, the features that come with Google My Business, free resources, and then also contacting Google. So let's jump in. So what is a Google My Business profile? When you guys go and do a search on Google and you have this box popped up, whether on your computer or on your phone, this is your Google My Business profile. So Google uses this information from your profile to actually provide search results to potential customers looking for your product or your service locally. So Google is scanning this information to be able to present a list of results to someone searching. So that's what your Google My Business profile is. Now, why should your business be using a Google My Business profile? Because it will help you show up in your search and maps. Customers can easily find out your phone number, your address, your hours, your website to write a review. Google My Business is a free tool. A lot of prospective customers are skeptical if they can't find your business online. A well-maintained profile gets 5 times more views than profiles that have not been claimed by their owner. And with 3.5 billion searches per day and accounts for nearly 88% of mobile searches, local Google searches directly translated into 76% of those searching for products by visiting a store within a day. So definitely need to be optimizing and using Google My Business. So who can sign up to use this tool? If your business has a physical address and those customers come to you, if your business does not have a physical address, but you go to your customers instead, if you're a hybrid business so that customers come to you, but you also go to your customers, and then if you're a service area business that delivers to your customers like a plumber or a cleaning service. So whether you work out of your home and you go to your customers or you have a physical location, pretty much what it's saying is if you have a business, you can have a profile.
You would have saw you walking in.
So we're going to go over setting up a profile for those of you that have not done it yet. So in order to be able to sign up for Google My Business, you will need a Google account. And you do that through setting up, through a Gmail. We recommend, and Google recommends, not to use a personal Gmail account. Like if you've already created one for your phone or for your personal use, do not use that one. Create a new business profile, a new business Gmail to manage your business account. So in order to sign up for Google My Business, you will go to google.com/business in your browser window. And when this page pops up, you're going to click on Manage Now. If you're not already logged in, it's going to prompt you to log in. And then once you click on Manage Now, then your profile will be created. So the next thing you want to do is you want to see if a listing has already been created with your business name. So when you get to this screen, you can type your business name here and a drop down will appear. You may see your listing there. If you cannot find your business there, then you can click on Add Your Business to Google and manually add it. If your business shows up in the drop down, then you click on that and then you click on Manage Now. It's going to take you to a verification process. You can either skip it and come back later, or you can click Verify, or you can continue to edit the profile. Now, if you click on to manually add your business, then you're going to follow these steps to create your name, your business name, and your category. However, when you get to this screen, it says, do you want to add a location customers can visit? So this is if customers are coming to you, then you would hit yes, regardless if you go to them or not. You would select no if you work from home or that you go to your customers and you do not have a physical location. So if you select no, you're going to get this box. Where do you serve your customers? So in this box, you can put either zip codes, you can put cities, or you could put counties. You can put up to 20 service areas in this box. Now this happens occasionally. What if someone has already claimed your business listing? This could be, you accidentally did it with an old email, an employee did it, a marketing agency had it, it could be anything. If you see this pop up that says your business profile has already been claimed, then you can click on Request Access. And what that will do is it will email the owner that someone has requested access to this profile, and Google gives them 3 days to respond. After that 3 days, if they do not answer, then Google will make a decision. If your request is approved, you will get an email that says it has been approved. If it has been denied, you'll get an email and you can appeal the request. And usually you'll just have to provide proof that you are indeed the owner. And then if you do not hear back, usually what they'll do is release the profile and you can go and manually claim it. So you would continue to enter all of your information in the setup, the business name, address, phone number, website, categories, and description. However, we're going to go into optimizing those a little bit later. So the last,
I'm
yes.
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. There was a question that was said in the chat. What if my service was virtual online in addition to local?
So you would do both. If customers come to you, then you would put your physical address, and then you could also put your service area if you have it around here. And if you have your business online as well, then that's okay. You would still do a physical address if someone's coming to you and you have a website that you're selling products online. That good? Okay. So the next thing you will do is the last screen will pop up to verify your profile. A couple of things is you must verify your business before it'll show up in the search and maps. Google will not display any of your edits until it's verified, and you cannot get any access to any of your insights or to write to response to reviews if you do not verify. So there's a simple way to verify. What Google will do is it'll, depending on your listing type and your business type, it may give you one of these options or both of these options. So just to keep in mind, if it gives you the option to verify by phone, you can't have it where someone has to press an extension to get to you. So if you call your number and it says press 1 to speak to someone, it's automated, so it won't know to do that. It's an automated code that'll give you over the phone that you'll have to enter on your screen. So if you have that, then you'll have to do by mail. If Google does not give you the option to verify by phone, then you'll have to do it by mail. You'll put in your information. They will mail a postcard to you. It can take anywhere from a couple of days up to 2 weeks to get this card in the mail. And when you get the card, it will have a 5-digit code on the card that you'll log back into the same listing and punch in those codes and submit it, and then you're verified. So at this point, congratulations, you are now verified and your business is listed on Google for free. So now let's go into optimizing your profile. So we get asked this a lot. When customers search, what factors does Google use from your Google My Business profile? And what this means is when someone's searching for a dentist or, a hair salon or any nail salon, what is it of your Google My Business profile that Google is going to use to put you in the top of the search results? So there's a couple of things. Number one, and the most important, is the geographical distance from the person conducting the search. So let's say you're at your house and you're looking for pizza. It's going to show you the closest pizza shops to your house. That's how it works for every business. The second thing is the business category that is relevant to their search. So if they're looking for air condition, then Google is going to search for Google My Business profiles that have air conditioning as a category. How complete and accurate your listing is, how high quality your photos are, and then it takes into account your reviews and if you responded to those reviews. So those are your top things that Google is going to use when ranking your profile. So let's go over a couple of these. The business name that you enter into your profile, it needs to exactly match your business name. You don't need to try and put keywords here. You don't need to try and add on something that is not your business name. Google will want your business name. Your business address. So let's pause here for a few minutes because this is really important. You use the address field here if you physically have a location that customers come to you. Most importantly is your map marker. So you guys have probably have customers or you've been somewhere yourself, you drive there, you're following the directions on the map that it's telling you to, and you get there, you can't find the place, it's the wrong place. It's because the map marker was not correct. You can manually drop your map marker on your building to make sure people or your customers taken to the correct place. Now, if you work from home or you go to your customers and like, let's say you're a warehouse, you're a manufacturer and you don't want people to come, then you can leave this blank and just enter your service area. So your service area, this is an example of a map here. So this person chose to be very specific about what area of Fort Pierce all the way down to what area in Jupiter that it serves its customers. Now, what I want to explain is Google will still use the home address or the address that you use in your verification, whether it's hidden or not, to show results to your customers. So it's still going to give them the closest businesses around that location, regardless of your search area. So that's your options for there. Now, if you have an online business, you can obviously hide your address and just have your website listed, and that way you don't have a physical location. And then if you do both, and you could do both. You could do service areas and you could put your physical address. Your phone number, you want to make sure your phone number is correct. Google suggests using a local phone number in your business profile instead of a 800 number, and make sure that, so it's not a call center. And then you can add your 800 number or multiple numbers in your profile, but for your main one, we suggest using a local phone number so it will show up better in results. So this is the description box, and this is where a lot of businesses skip or leave blank. And it's a really critical item for Google ranking because Google is going to read that description box, and that way it knows what words your business is about to help you show in the results. So treat this section like an elevator pitch. If you are at a networking event or you are pitching to a customer, you want to include keywords that will show up about your products and services, but do not go overboard. You do have a 750 character limit. So here's an example of what you could put in your description. We're an independent ice cream shop located steps from the center of town. We're proud to be a favorite for locals to meet friends for a cone or call for a fresh pizza delivered to your house. We have 35 flavors of homemade ice creams, so on. So you could use that section because he's using a lot of keywords, but it makes sense.
So I have another question for you.
Okay.
If you originally have a home address and then move to a physical location, do you just edit the existing profile with the new address?
Yes. So go into your profile, and if you had a home address that you had hidden, then you would just enter in your new business address. Or if you did have it listed, you would delete the home address, add your business address. And Google is probably going to do a re-verification code and send that code to your new business address so you'll have to wait for that to come in the mail to verify your address. But you just go in and make the edit.
Right. Jennifer, I just did that with mine because,
Oh.
I moved locations. This is Debbie, I'm sorry. And that's what it said. It said it's pending review.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
But how do you, let me just ask you a quick question. How do you go find your location on the map? How do you get to that map? To
edit the map marker?
Yeah.
So when you go to that screen to edit your profile, it's literally a box on the right-hand side. You can click and drag in that and drop your map marker onto your business. So you can't do it right now because it's pending review and it might mess up.
Gotcha. Okay.
But once they approve you, you can go back and edit that map marker.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So categories is very, very important. It determines a lot of things about your Google My Business profile. Now, Google provides a list of categories to choose from. You can't physically type in the category. So for your primary category, you want to choose what best represents your business or what is the main focus of your business. And then below that, you can choose up to 8 additional categories. But if you can't find all 8, that's okay. Just fill out what you can. So for example, this customer or this business wants to focus on repairs, air conditioning repairs as their main service, but then they also have additional categories that they could show up for in a Google result. Now your AdWords has a lot of different options here. First, you want to come in and select if you have, regular hours for customers to visit. They do give you a more hours option. So if you have if you're a restaurant, you have delivery hours or takeout hours or very specific hours, you can add additional there. If you're a 24-hour business, let's say you're a tow truck company, then you run 24 hours, then you could just select 24 hours in the drop down. So this is really important, the special hours. This is for upcoming holidays. You guys go and search for maybe you're going somewhere and you want to see if the store's closed on Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve, so forth. If the business took a moment to actually come in and add these, if they're open or closed on these days, then it'll show up on the profile that the business is closed or the business is open. So I would do that if you guys do have customers coming to you, so it'll notify them. The last thing you want is someone to come to your business and you're closed and they drove all the way there and they could write a bad review because you didn't update your profile. So products and services is a very nice feature to have, especially considering that it's free. So for services, you can, here's your category, right? Your main category, air conditioning repair service. And then underneath that, you can physically type in different services. So you can type in there and put a little bit more detail of what you do in the services, and that'll show up on your profile. Now, if you sell physical products, it has a product section where you can upload a picture, you can put a name, you can put details, you can put a price, and you can actually put a link to your website if you have a website that they can purchase from. And so here's edible arrangements. So, you can go to their Google search, and let's say you wanted to click on this strawberry sweet dessert, click on that, it'll take you to purchase the product right on their website. And this will show up in Google searches for people looking for specific, gift baskets or gift options or chocolate. So you can add multiple products there, and that way they show up in Google search. And again, it's free, a great opportunity to get your information and your products out there. So attributes are a way to add, to increase your local presence. And there's two types of attributes that Google offers. And these are important. Let's say you're a hotel and someone searches for Port St. Lucie hotels with free Wi-Fi. So free Wi-Fi is an attribute that they selected, and that way they would show up in a result for hotels with free Wi-Fi. So the two types of attributes available is factual and subjective. Your factual attributes are ones that you can physically select in your profile. So let's say you're a veteran-owned business, you could come in and select that you're a veteran-owned. Or if you're a Black-owned or you're a woman-owned business, you could come in and select that, and it'll put a badge on your profile. And then let's say you have, wheelchair accessibility, you can come in and select that, and so forth. Now, these attributes will change based on your type of category. So if you're a restaurant, you're going to have a different type of attribute versus if you're a gym or you're, a tax collector or whatever. They're going to change based on your category. So you'll have different ones, but you will have a couple of the same ones. Now, factual attributes are subjective attributes are ones from customers who visited your business. It'll pop up and it'll say, is this business good for kids? Or is this a popular place? Or is this good for groups? And they hit yes or no. You can't, as a business, edit those, unfortunately. So that's kind of the downside of that, but it's helpful too because it can add features onto your profile. So you want to go through all your attributes that are available to you and select those, so those will show up in your profile. Now, your photos are really important. And obviously your logo is most important because it's going to help brand you. Now, Google's going to give you a square sized image to put your logo in. So if you have a horizontal logo, you're going to want to create it in a square size block for that to show up. Your cover photo is what's going to show up at the top of your listing. And that could be, anything outside of your business. It could be a brand image. It could be a banner image, anything like that. If you have a business with people comes to you, you can put interior photos. If you do not, then you can skip that section. And then they have additional photo sections, and this could be anything. It could be pictures of your products. It could be your staff working. It could be exterior pictures of your business. It could be you out servicing, a customer. It could be anything like that. So use your photo sections. And you guys will get a copy of this. Here's your requirements. I'm not going to go over that for the size and format. Just most importantly, remember that you're not uploading a blurry picture. They want high quality photos. They're not going to show up in a result if they're not. And then you want to make sure that whatever you're using, that the photo is owned by you. You're not using someone else's photos. They do have other fields such as appointment links. So like if your business offers appointments, you could put a link directly to your schedule to make an appointment. Or if you request a quote, then you can link to that. And then you can add your opening date. You can put just the month and the year. You don't have to have the physical day. Now, this is really, really important. Dealing with changes. So when you log into your Google My Business profile, you may see these notifications at the top of your profile. If you do not come in here and click deny or accept, then Google will automatically apply these changes to your profile. Now, this is where a lot of profiles on Google get wrong information added to them, or customers had suggested something that is incorrect, and then your profile now has the wrong phone number or has the wrong anything on it. So you would need to log in regularly and make sure that you either deny or accept these changes so that your information stays correct. We recommend logging in at least weekly to keep an eye on this, which shouldn't be too difficult because you're logging in to create posts and photos and to answer your reviews. So why is it important to keep your profile updated on Google? Well, like Debbie said, okay, you're moving, so you need to update your address. Now, let's say you've already moved and your current customers are trying to find your new location. Keep in mind that if Google requires a new verification in the mail, it could take up to 2 weeks to get it. And then it could take 3 days for your edits to appear. So now you're having to deal with a 2 to 3 week window of customers not being able to find your new location because your profile's not edited. It has not been updated. So you want to do that a little bit before you move into your new location. Keeping your hours accurate, we talked about that, especially for customers coming to you, but keep in mind things like hurricane season. Let's say your business closes for hurricane, you're gonna close up to go home and put your shutters up and customers can't come to your business or your business is closed. Keeping that information accurate is really, really important. And then if you change your phone number, you change your website, go in and make those edits. But most importantly, your products or services. If you no longer have a product, don't advertise it on Google that you have it. And then customer calls you and you don't have it, then you end up with a upset customer. So we're going to jump into the features of the profile. So the first thing is you can download the free Google My Business app. This is right on your phone. It's a free app. And I highly recommend doing this if you're not a business owner that's physically at your computer all day. So with the app, you'll get real-time, push notifications will ping your phone that you got a new message or you got a new review, that someone's trying to chat with you or someone's requesting a quote. That is really, really helpful to have right there on your phone instead of trying to come back to your computer or try to check your email all the time. So users in your profile, you do not have to try and manage your Google profile by yourself, and you do not have to share your Google login with someone who's trying to help you. You can simply go in and add users. There can be one primary owner, but you can have multiple owners, and you can have managers and site managers. Each one of those will have different limitations on what they can do, but the primary owner pretty much controls everything. So it would be you, and then you could add additional owners. Let's say a family member or friends helping you run your profile, then you can add them right with their own Gmail. Now, reviews. Reviews, everybody knows reviews are important. And not only that, but reviews play a huge role in you showing up on a Google search. If you have the app, then you'll get a notification ping right to your phone that a customer just wrote a new review. So a couple of tips. You want to respond no matter if it's good or bad. You want to respond because Google is going to give you even more weight to your profile because you respond as the business owner. And you do want to respond kind of quickly. Don't wait 3 months to respond to a review. So if it happens to be an unhappy review, just pause for a moment. If it was a real customer who just had a bad experience, you want to be professional in your response. Do not use all caps. Do not name call or yell or be unprofessional because all your other potential customers are going to read your response. If it happens to be, if they're using slang or threatening, or let's say it was an ex-employee who's mad at you, or a customer, a competitor, or anyone, then you can flag it. You can flag it right on the profile, and it will submit it to Google's automated response. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit later how to directly contact Google to try and let them know what exactly happened in the review. And then an actual human being from Google will respond to you and after they look at the review to see if it met their policy to be removed. Now, what's really, really nice is on your dashboard, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see this box and it says share your review form. So when you click on that, this box is going to pop up and it is a link that you can send your customers directly to write a review on Google. So you don't have to go to your URL and browser window and click copy and then try to paste it into an email to send to customers, because that's not going to be accurate depending on the customer's internet browser and what device they're using. However, this link is your personal direct link to send to customers to write a review. When you send that to them, as long as they are logged into a Google account, it will pop up a screen to start typing in the review to you. So you can put this on your website, you can put it on your email signature, you can put it on your Facebook. This is your personalized link to your business to send to customers to write a review. Now, messages is a great way it's another method for you to contact with potential customers. This is only going to show up on cell phones. So when someone does a search on their phone and your profile pops up, then if you have enabled this, your chat, that little chat window will pop up. And it's just like kind of like a text message window. It'll pop up on their phone and they can start typing a message to you. If you have the Google My Business app on your phone, it's going to ping you that a customer just asked a question or they messaged you, and you can respond back to them and it'll send them a message. Now, if you're on your computer, then it will send you an email that there's a message pending, and you'll have to go back into your profile and respond back to that through the message. Now, Google has strict requirements for turning this feature on. So if you turn this feature on and you do not consistently answer back within 24 hours, they're going to turn that feature off on your profile because they only want a great user experience and you're not answering people fast enough. So that's just keep that in mind, that they're going to monitor that. So setting this up is really easy. In your profile on your dashboard, you'll just click on messages and then click on turn on messaging, and that will enable that chat box to pop up on your search, your profile, excuse me. Now, if you are on your computer all day, you can enable desktop notifications. And if someone sends a message to you, it'll pop up on your screen as a pop-up notification on your computer. In the app on your phone, you can write a customized response, kind of like you guys go on Facebook and you go to a business page and it says, hi, how can we help you? Are you looking for hours? Or we have a special, da, 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 da. You can put a customized response on that through the app only. You cannot do that on desktop. So post in Google is kind of like post on Facebook. You can go into your profile and click on new post. Here you can add an offer if you're doing a special or you're doing an offer. You know, let's say you're doing an offer just for them seeing you on Google. You can put that here. You can do a what's new. you know, maybe you got something new happening at your business, or you're adding a new item, or you're having an event. Like for example, the event we have today, we added it to our profile, and all of your posts are going to live or are automatically on for 7 days. They'll be listed, but you can go in there and set it to up to 14 days to show this post in your search. And if you put your phone number in any of that, Google may reject that. So just keep that in mind. So questions and answers are a little bit tricky. You can go to a profile and you can click on ask a question to the business. The thing to remember is the business owner can respond, but also anybody can respond. So like, for example, here's Lion Country Safari. A question was asked about sprinklers. The owner respond, but here's another question, and a regular, just a person on Google respond. Now, you as the business owner cannot control these responses from customers, unfortunately, because this isn't a Google My Business feature, it's a Google Maps feature. And you can get a notification that it was there, but you cannot respond through your dashboard. You'll have to physically go and search for your business on Google, click on your profile, and then respond there. So it's a lot of people complain about that, but it's really helpful. Also, people have a lot of questions about that. Hopefully Google's working on making this section a little bit better. Now, insights. Everybody wants to know about their customers, right? You want that customer data. Well, now Google's physically giving it to you for free. So through the insights, you can track things of how customers found you online, how many calls you're getting, how many requests for directions to your address, how many people visited your website through Google, and how many people clicked on your photos. Now you can sort these by the last 1 week, the last month, or the last quarter. The first section that you'll see on your Insights dashboard is how they found you. So in a direct search, which is the green one here, those customers already knew your business, so they physically typed in the name of your business into Google and was brought to you, to your information. So it was a direct search. Now discovery means that someone searched for your type of category, your type of product or service. So they're looking for air condition. They look for a nail salon in Port St. Lucie. That's a discovery. And you always want that one much, much higher in your results here, because that's new people finding you in a search result. And then if they do a branded search, then they were looking for a specific brand that is related to your business. So let's say that you're, again, air conditioned, because it's an easy one, and you do a Train or a Ream type air conditioned unit. That's a brand, and you could show up for that. However, you won't see that unless you've already appeared in it once in a search. So you guys may only see just the direct or the discovery. So on the actual dashboard, you can put your mouse over these sections and it'll highlight how many total for each, the blue and the green area. And then this is your total searches. So this means in the last 1 month, this business showed up in 3,347 searches on Google. The next section it's going to show you is how your listing, how your customers found you on business and how they saw you. So here's your little 1 month chart. It will be broken down by day, and you can put your mouse over any section and it'll pop up the day. So for example, this business showed up 107 times in the search results, and then it showed up 134 times in a map, on the map of Google, in the results on that. So this is saying how many times on this particular day this customer's listing showed up on Google. The next section will show you what customers did on your Google My Business profile. So in total, 83 people clicked to visit the website on this profile. 4 people requested directions to this business. 110 people clicked on that call button on the Google profile, and then they had no messages in the last 1 month. And again, you can click on a day and to see what people are doing on that day, whether they called you or visited your website. If a customer is coming to your business, then they will do this breakdown. This is by zip code. So in each one of these zip codes was less than 10 people for this 1 month clicked for directions from their location to your location. So it'll give you a map that'll break it down by zip code. And then your phone call section. So this is really, really helpful information. This is showing you what days of the week you get your most phone calls from. And then the next one, you can switch it, and it's what time of day you're getting your most calls from Google. So this business, people they're not busy on Thursdays, but Mondays, lots of phone calls. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit more on Friday, not getting a whole lot of calls on Saturday and Sunday. But then the morning to lunchtime hour is their peak phone calls coming in. So this information is really, really helpful. And again, you can do this by week, month, or quarter. Now this section is only going to show up if people come to your location and they have a Google location history enabled on their phones. So they're physically coming to your location with their phone in, and they have their GPS turned on. So for example, this business has a lot of visits on a Saturday at 10 o'clock. So it's automatically going to populate that your most popular time for visitors is at 10 a.m. on Saturday. You may not have this on your profile, and you won't have it at all if you don't have a physical address. But that's a really helpful information to know. And then your photos. So, we talked about adding photos to your profile. It's going to compare you to your competitors. So for example, this business, the blue line is their photos and how many people saw their photos versus their competitors. So here's a result. Your photos received 234% more views than similar businesses. So you always want to be ahead up there, make sure your pictures are getting more views than your competitors. So looking at your insights regularly can help you make adjustments for your business for success. So I'm asking you, how could knowing what zip codes customers are coming from, or what time of day or day of week they're calling you, or if they're searching for you directly, or if they're finding you a discovery, or which photos they're looking at the most, knowing all that information about your customers, what could you do to improve your business? What adjustments could you make? This is free information that you're getting from Google to help your business succeed. Now, Insights is getting an upgrade. I'm not sure when Google is going to release that, but it'll have more information like what search terms people used and what devices they're using to view your profile. So I'm really excited that they're adding that, and hopefully they'll add that soon. So let's talk about free resources. Now, if you go to this website, which you'll get this presentation, so you don't have to jot that down. If you click on this website, it'll pop up and you just type in your business name here. And when you do that, it's going to give you a whole bunch of things to download for free. So you can order stickers to put on your windows or your cars. And they have a couple of different varieties, or you can order all of them. They have the whole entire kit you can order. You can do QR codes, you can get your stickers, you can get little cards. They also do social media and Google posts that are pre-made. So you can have them already made and download and post them onto your profile. And then they have a section for you to make a free video. So you can click on a video and it'll help you make a video for your business that you can do on a post. So I highly recommend using those free resources from Google that is giving you. Now let's talk about Google support. On your profile at the very, very, very bottom, of course they put it there, is the support button. So once you click on that support button, it's going to have a pop-up window. And if you kind of scroll down past all of the questions, contact us is at the very bottom. When you click on that panel, then it's going to say, it's going to pop up with your business, click on that, click on your business. Just type a little something in the what you need help with section, and then go through the steps, but the contact options will appear at the very bottom. And when you click on that part, then you'll get either chat with Google, which I think their hours are either 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. And you can chat with Google. If not, then you can click on the email button and you can email Google. And when you email them, you want to be very specific of what your issue is. So for example, let's go back to that Google review. We have customers or clients of ours that we, have to fight Google reviews for. So, I just type in customer reviews, remove reviews, and we send an email. We click on that. We put a link to our URL of our website, of our Google My Business. And then we say, this was not a customer. This was the best friend of an ex-employee who came on here and wrote a bad review. This is not a clear representation or review of my business. Can you please remove it? And it submits it to Google, and a person from Google will review it and review the review and make a decision to remove it or not. This is how we get a majority of our reviews removed for our clients. So you can do that. And you can also use that for any other issues that you're having with Google. So they also have a a help center. You can go to support.google.com/mybusiness, and you can type in your issue there as well. And it will give you a drop down with tutorials to kind of walk you through whatever your issue may be. And again, if you can't find it there, then you always have that option to contact Google directly and try and get them to help you as well. So congratulations. If you have followed all those steps, that your listing is now optimized and you are using all of the Google My Business tools to reach new customers. And so now I will open it up for questions. I know we right at 11 o'clock, but I will open it for questions. And let me go back to me. Okay, so do we have any questions?
I don't see anything in the chat, but if you'd like to, you can unmute your phone and ask Ms. Wiggins any questions that you may have. Or again, you can put your questions in the chat. We will be available and staying on just shortly after the presentation is concluded, if in the event that you do have any additional questions. Denai, you have a question.
I do. Hi. My name's it's Denny though, which is
Denny, I'm sorry.
all right. You wouldn't know. No way I known. My full name is Denise Gillespie, but I've been called Denny since I was born. So that's my name, everybody. And I am a swim coach with a disability, and I'm in the Port St. Lucie area with one program that has one name, a swim squad, sort of like a swim team in Port St. Lucie in the summer. But then I just named the concept a different name. So I have Swim Squad in Port St. Lucie, and I'm going to have No Sweat Swimming because it's more descriptive as my business name. What do I do about that?
Hello.
So you're going to put your business name in your Google My Business profile.
But if I want two different names,
Okay.
I want the Swim Squad that's already known, and I want.
Oh, Susan, can you mute your profile?
I want this swim squad that is already known a bit in Port St. Lucie. And now I want for sure this concept that's going to be my really new whole business name about teaching some of No Sweat Swimming.
So you would put that in your description.
Two different names, I'm saying.
So Google wants your Google My Business profile to be what your actual business name is. So if you're filing it with the city and you're doing everything, you put your business name. And then if you want to use the swim squad in the description box, then put it there. That way, if someone searches for it, your profile will still show up with that in the description box.
So it would make both show up if I use the description box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just put it, formally Swim Squad, or also known as, in your description, but not in the business name, because Google wants it to be a clear representation of what your business name actually is.
Right. And I'm just going through that process that's taken me forever to think of. And now I don't want to give up the name that people kind of know it as, but I want to broaden.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you could just do a campaign to let your customers know that you're changing your name, so that over the course of a year or so that you get your new representation of your business, your new business name.
But I'm sorry, I don't want to take up too much of your time if anyone else has a question. But I'm not really thinking of changing the name. I would have, but even this summer, more people are knowing this summer program by this one name. Can I have some way 2 names?
You can't put 2 names on Google.
Okay, good enough.
But you can email me or call me, and we
I'm
can
interested.
go over.
Yeah. Please talk more about your business. I would really like to hear. I'm not kidding. It was an amazing presentation. Amazing.
Thank you.
I had just been told that I had to do this, and I thought I just had to do. Oh, it's very extensive, and I know I need help. Thank you so much. It was really fantastic.
You're welcome. Let me see. We got some messages in the chat.
Thank you for your question, Denny.
Mhm.
Thank you for your question.
Wow.
Is there any other questions from the panel, from the participants that we may have for Jennifer?
Hi, my name is Olumide. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. I mean, that was a very good presentation.
You're welcome.
I created my business on Google almost 4 years ago, but I didn't pay attention. So I learned more from you this morning. I just want to add that it's one thing to create your business on Google. It's another thing to really promote it. Search engine optimization and so on, which is what I've been doing for the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned is that they are very, very helpful. I have my developers for our e-commerce site all the way in India, and I connected them to Google as we are optimizing our website. And that took almost like 2 months to get it all done. So when you have your business established, you still need to make sure that people can see you quickly. You want to be one of the 10 results from the search engine. Because when you are all the way at the bottom, people give up easily. So what we did, we just completed about 2 weeks ago, is this optimization. Google will give you codes that you put on your website. You can't do it yourself, give it to your developers. In my own case, I retired from IBM. I'm 70 years old, and all I know is IT. So we just moved from Texas to here. So that's why I repolished our e-commerce site so I can start to sell.
Good.
And the experience I learned with the business, Google Business, Google Merchant, this is what you want to focus on. It's called Merchant Center. Google Merchant Center will really take you far.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic for another presentation.
Yes, I hear you. So one of the reasons I came to this meeting is I really want to be known in the area, and I want to participate in things like this so that I can discover other businesses and other businesses can discover us.
Great.
We are in the e-commerce business. We can develop, but right now we are selling anything consumer electronics.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, great to hear. Do we
Great
have anybody?
question there. Great question and comment. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So just a recap, the City of Port St. Lucie Business Tax Division is here to assist you with navigating through your business process, whether that's from new startup to expanding your business. We offer these workshops on a monthly basis, but you don't have to wait for a workshop. If you have any questions, feel free to give us our office a call. Again, we have a new legal assistance partnership with the Florida Community Development Legal Project to answer any of your questions. This presentation will be emailed to you after the closing of the workshop. The video will be available. Usually takes about a week. All our information is on our website regarding our upcoming classes, also about the showcase. Ms. Jennifer presented a wonderful presentation on Google, this free app that is available to you, your businesses. Thank you again for your time, Jennifer. It was just, we learned a lot. I learned a lot, and I definitely would pass on that information to the local businesses here. And let's see, we're just getting some information into the chat. I'm just getting some great feedback about it. Was an amazing and informative presentation. Jennifer's information will be available in the email that's going to be sent to you. If you want to get in contact with her about more information about Google or what her business services offer. Again, my office is here at City of Port St. Lucie to assist you. Again, I will stay for a few more minutes on the chat in case anybody has any additional questions. But if not, I just want to again just thank you for your time and your attention. Our next workshop will be August next month. This will be a representative from the Division of the State on how to do contract with the state, as well as how to become a minority or veteran-owned business. So I don't see any more questions. Thank you again for your time. Have a wonderful rest of the day.